Previously on the Dosyonkos podcast.
The reason Mikasa is even like so into like Eren is simply because the Anchorman blood like makes them protect an Eldian king or whatever, and like that's her king. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, ma.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's just. Back like we never left with another episode of the Dosyonkos podcast. It's your co-captain and your boy, young SV Sammy Vinsmoke, here with my brother deion Chopper. Deion was cracking.
We back, fam. We are back.
I feel like we haven't been gone, but like we back.
Yeah, we took a slight hiatus, but we're not really gone. We still talk about all the anime, just not on record right now.
That's a fact. So yeah, your boys are back in business. So on the docket today, classic young recap, talking about whatever we've been watching. Deion's going to chat about One Piece probably. I'm going to talk about Mob Psycho because I finished 2 seasons quick. I finished everything already. I finished all that's Mob Psycho anime has on the Crunchyroll. It's done.
That's
so funny. Like I watched that shit. That shit is fucking good as shit. So I want to chat about that. Then we're gonna talk the main meat. Going to talk about My Hero Academia season 5? Question mark? Season 5?
Number 5, possibly.
Season 5 coming out recently. Yeah. So the latest season of My Hero, I believe it's 5. So we're gonna chat about the latest season of that shit. Get our thoughts. I haven't watched it, but we'll get Deion's thoughts. I know about the story, so we're gonna have a nice little chat about that. So yeah, that's the young recap.
That is. So before we get into the recap, though, we are going to take a brief moment of silence. One of my good boys, Frank, passed away yesterday morning, so we are gonna just let the room resonate.
Show our respects real quick. Word.
All right.
Yes, sir.
That's for the boy, man, Frank. R.I.P. boss.
It's facts.
So yeah. Damn, dude. I also wanted to say I watched all of Vinland Saga.
Yeah, I needed to hear about that shit. Because I hear it's saucy, but like it's a thing where I haven't got into it because I feel like, am I gonna like Vikings aren't my thing?
Bruh.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's why, like, if it was a show about pirates or like space cowboy or something in space, like I would be more inclined to just check it out. But Vikings are not my thing.
Well, it's weird.
So that's why I haven't watched it yet.
So
because I hear it's amazing.
You would like it because you're kind of you're following pirates in a world of like Vikings.
Okay, so they are pirates. Okay, that's how you get me then.
The people, all right, so no spoilers, but really it's not even a spoiler because it's like first episode. So like Thorfinn is the son of Thors, which is like this great Viking warrior, right? A group of like pirates get paid to like kill him. And
kill his son?
Killed Thors.
Okay.
And the story is about how like, I mean, it's not like spoilers, but like Pops gets murdered. I won't tell you how.
Okay.
But it's in the first like 2 episodes this happened, so you don't miss too much.
Okay.
So Thorfinn is trying to follow the guy who like killed his dad. And he joins his ship and he's like, I'm going to kill you. And he's like, so he just like is on this pirate ship trying to kill this guy. But like Thorfinn's a warrior too, so he wants to do it with honor in a duel.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's like challenges him to duels and shit and tries to kill him.
Okay.
So like he's not a part of the crew, but he's on the ship. And the dude goes around and like pillages and takes people's gold and money and kills people and shit.
Okay.
So that's like the basis of the story. I'll get more into it later. Well, I guess we can get into it right now anyway. So anyway, this shit is great. Like that's the storyline. The storyline is Thorfinn trying to get revenge on the leader of the group that killed his dad.
Yeah.
Thor's is a savage fighter, like literal insanely strong.
Yeah,
And,
like I tried to watch this shit one time, but like I said, like Vikings are my thing, so I didn't get past like the first like 5 minutes. Like I literally all I saw was like isn't it the first like scene where like there's an axe that goes like past the screen and it nails somebody in the head or something like that? Like yeah. Like I've tried to watch it, but like I said, Vikings are my thing, so I just didn't continue.
Yeah, well, you know how it is for me, fam. Like literal same scenario. Like every single episode has combat and fighting. But that's like a part of the story. So the storyline is fighting, and I'm like, this is me. That's a
deion special right there.
There's so much
special.
Especially there's so much action. I would put it in top tier. This shit was a
I mean, I'm not surprised. Like, everybody who's watched it gives it at least a 9. So like I'm not surprised you put it up there because everyone else who's watched it has put that joint up there. So
I think you would like
maybe
it too,
I'll have to check it out. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to push through like because I've tried, but I'm like Vikings up. I'm like, I just don't care about y'all. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like Vikings, I just don't care about y'all, bro. Like pirates are cool because like it don't even have to be a traditional pirate. Like, yeah, there's like One Piece pirates, but like there's like Black Lagoon, like the Lagoon Squad, they're pirates. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, yeah, that's why pirates are cool. But like Vikings are like, nah, I guess they're cool, I guess.
I think you would enjoy it. The character development of Thorfinn and the guy Ashland, he is a very solid built character. Like everything about it. And there's a lot of like mystery and drama and stuff too. So you would get hooked. I think if you gave it a little bit more time, and I know you would like Thor's character. Like Thor's is the person you see in the beginning, and his friend who threw the axe, which you'll see him later in the show. Yeah, that guy's,
I remember that axe. I remember the axe. It's literally all I remember is like just like the axe flying past the screen and nailing somebody in the forehead. I'm like, Jesus.
It turns up. But yeah, if you get to just watch the first episode, you'll love Thor's character. Thor's character, and you'll be like, all right, this guy's it.
All right. Yeah, I'll have to watch it. I may watch it next because I mean I finished what I was watching recently, so
yeah, Mob Psycho.
Yeah.
Dude, I've only heard wild things about Mob Psycho.
That shit is spicy. All right, so let me talk about Mob Psycho before we go into One Piece. So, Mob Psycho, like I can't say enough good things about this show. Like dead ass, I can't. First and foremost, like it's written by the guy who writes One Punch Man. So obviously, like it's a good story, and like the crazy thing is like. Mob is like the way the guy writes stories. It's like it's the same kind of vein as One Punch Man, whereas like One Punch Man is a show where it frames like Saitama can kill everything in one punch, and like when you first start watching the show, you think it's about to be about a guy who just defeats every villain in one punch. You're like, all right, it's kind of lame. But like the show is not about that. It's about the opposite. It's literally about like he's so strong and so like powerful. He can kill anything in really one punch. Like he has like no joy and that's like the whole story is like him trying to find joy through a fight that he can actually try. Yeah. And so like it's weird like that. And like Mob Psycho is kind of the same way where it's like about a kid who has crazy strong psychic abilities. He's born like an Esper or whatever. He has crazy psychic abilities. But because he's so strong, he has to deal with other things differently because he has to take account for his powers. So like you think it's one thing, but the show is like completely about just Mob being a kid. Like it's fucking crazy. That's like funny. It's so fucking good.
That reminds me of like One Punch Man because like you were saying, you think it's about Saitama, but then they throw in Genos into the mix. Yeah. Where it's like you get to follow a character who is actually trying to become stronger. And he's getting like wrecked. So you still get it's almost like Saitama's a side character to like
it kind of is like that, which is wild.
Yeah.
In One Punch Man. One Punch is a crazy show, first of all.
It's like it's weirdly designed, but it's so
and it actually works. And like Mob Psycho is kind of the same way. It's not as weird as on like Mob's not like a side character. He doesn't even feel like a side character. But like certain things in the beginning, because it took the show doesn't tell you what it's about until like 3 episodes in.
Oh no!
Like you don't fully understand. No, like the show is good and like you're seeing Mob do his thing, whatever. But then you don't actually get to see what's happening, like what it's actually about, until like 3 episodes later.
Okay, so this isn't like Food Wars where it's like you got to get the 3 episodes to be like, okay, this is good.
It's not like the first episode is good and you'll understand like what's going on, but like the true story doesn't reveal itself until like 2 or 3 episodes later when like something happens. I don't know if it's a spoiler, so I'm not gonna say it, but like yeah.
It's so, like something happens. Something.
I don't want to spoil that. I don't want to spoil that shit. Maybe I'll try and say it in like the most non-spoiler way. Let me think.
Boy is like, yo, if you gotta spoil it, spoil it. Nah, if you think it's gonna spoil it, you know it's probably gonna spoil it.
Nah, but like it's just the premise of the show. So like, is it that big of a spoiler?
Maybe.
If it's like just the main premise, you know what I mean?
Yeah, same as like so at episode 3, somebody dies.
Nice.
and I'm not gonna tell you if it's the main character or his name starts with C. It's like, but it starts with a C. The main character's name.
All right, so basically, how I'll explain how the main show is that like, so like I said before, Mob has to control himself differently because of his powers or whatever, right? So like that just means like he keeps all of his emotions in check. So 90% of the time he has 0 emotions. But when he gets stressed out, his emotions will break out. And he has a meter that reaches 100. So I call Mob's like a 100. So say, for example, he's chilling and something happened that stresses him out. And the emotion that he has at that moment is anger. So like his emotions, he'll only feel anger now because he let his emotions out and he keeps them bottled in. So now for that short period of time, he only is showing anger. So he's going to deal with you in how he's angry. He's going to fuck your shit up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So his emotions only come out like one emotion at the strongest possibility, because it only when his stress is at 100 do his emotions come out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So but you don't see that until 3 episodes later when he finally gets stressed out. You know what I'm saying? And then you realize you're like, oh, this is a show about him dealing with his emotions and stress and shit, and him dealing with being a person. It's not about just him fighting people with his powers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's not what it is.
Okay.
So that's not really a spoiler, but like, you know.
You made it seem like that's not a spoiler at all.
Yeah, but like, I just wanted to be sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wanted to be sure.
It's like,
so yeah, that's what it is. And that's what's really interesting, because you have to see Mob deal with shit like as somebody who, like, it's just real life. Like, if you had these crazy psychic powers since you were born, and like you didn't know how to control them well, and like you lost your temper, you blew up a car by accident, like obviously you would be like, I can't show any emotion because if I lose myself, I'll blow up the building. Like, so it's kind of like that. It's crazy. So yeah, that shit fire.
Yeah, I mean,
and it looks gorgeous, bro.
Yeah, I only heard good things, and I've seen like clips from Mob Psycho, and it's like,
it looks gorgeous. It looks fucking gorgeous.
Yeah,
it's like season 1 of what you call it, One Punch Man. I don't know if the same studio does it. Studio Bones does it. So I don't know if it's the same studio, but like they fucking knock it out of the park, bro. It's so good.
It might be, because like I remember One Punch Man, like you have like goofy looking characters. And like, this is goofy, and then like Genos comes in and does his like heat shot, and you're like, whoa, wait a minute, like why is that? That's really nice.
Yeah.
Yo, big sidebar. That's also why I want to shout out One Punch Man. One Punch Man is prime for doing this like on purpose. Like they don't draw like how it's designed is they don't draw it like, you know, Black Clover where it's like 4 scenes just look ugly and then like 2 scenes look beautiful. They like purposely make specific characters and like Saitama look goofy. And then like you see him get serious and start to fight and it's like drawn like
it's like so funny, bro.
$1 million anime.
Like, his regular face is just mad, but when like he gets serious and he gets all the details, like that's what it is. Yeah. Like they'll purposely draw Saitama's face without any details, just like an egg with eyes most of the time. And then when he gets serious, he actually gets eyebrows, he gets shading and all that shit. It's so funny.
Yeah, right. He does. He gets like shading.
So funny. It's so funny.
Even his muscles, like even when he's like about to like, they like have him in this like regular thing, he's just like a stick figure. And then when he gets like serious and he like levels up and he's about to fight someone, he just gets all buff and like he gets all this detail.
And it works for his character in that show because they just frame it as, oh, he's trying now. And like before he wasn't going seriously, but like now he's actually trying. So like this is how he actually looks.
Yeah. Consecutive normal punches.
Bro,
when that man said consecutive normal punches, funny. I died, bro.
Bro, that shit is weak. Yeah, that shit is good. Mob also looks like Saitama. They look exactly the same. Except Mob has hair. Yeah.
He like the bowl cut,
Saitama. Right? Yeah, he has like the blood on the bowl cut. Yeah, like they look exactly the same. If you put a bowl cut on Saitama, you have Mob, bro.
Awesome. Yo, last part of the sidebar. I loved how when Saitama was training before, he had a lot of detail, and as he got stronger, he lost all the detail.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, he lost everything. Details on his face, he lost his hair, everything. It's just funny as shit.
So if you guys didn't hear that, watch One Punch Man. Like that's what pretty much that's what we just did.
Have you watched the second season of it?
Mm-hmm.
I have not watched it. Is it good?
Yeah,
I heard it was kind of shitty. Like, because they changed studios or whatever?
It wasn't shitty. It wasn't shitty. It's still good.
Okay.
I don't think One Punch Man can ever be not good because the premise of the show is the like Deadpool status where it's like, you know, so it's just something that's like lighthearted and you don't take it seriously, but you just watch it for like the comedic relief. And it's like, you're invested in the plot, but like, it doesn't. It's so drastically different than every other anime that's in the circuit right now. It's a good breath of fresh air. It's like, all right, like Saitama's punching somebody again. Like that's hilarious. Like you know,
like I have to watch that shit because after the first season I read it for a little bit, but then I fell off.
Well, the second season was with the
hero hunter, yeah. That's what I believe, yeah.
Goj,
he's saucy. I know he saw Garo. Yeah, he's saucy.
Never mind. Whoever said that, Garo is fire, and he makes the whole series, like that whole season. Yeah, because Saitama, like, all right, so we're obviously not off this. So Saitama, he rolls up, he doesn't know Saitama's a hero.
Yeah.
So he keeps meeting him and like trying to like fight him, right? And he doesn't understand like what's happening. So like at one point, funny situation. So Saitama's trying to buy hair to like make a disguise, right?
Okay.
He's scouting other heroes, right? And he's just got done scouting a hero to like kill. So he's just walking over to the spot to get like food. And Saitama's in front of him and he goes, "Oh, this guy must be a hero or something." He was with I forgot his name, the guy with the scar on his face.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so he karate chops him in the side of the neck. and he breaks the floor, right? Through Saitama. And Saitama looks at him and is like, "What? Who is and he puts his arm straight out like this and just hits him and collapses the boy. Like sends him through the ground, like kills him. And the last thing
he's so funny.
Right, he looks up and like Garo's vision is like fading. He goes, "Who the fuck?" And passes out. Then he wakes up. He goes, "Whoa, what must have happened? Like a hero must have came and hit me." And it's just he did Saitama just jacking him up all the time, and he doesn't know. Like he went to fight. I think his name is King. He went to go attack King,
Okay.
And he's like, "Oh, there's King. It's my time to strike." And King's like, "Is that guy your friend? He's gonna attack you." He goes, "Nope, don't know him." So Saitama just puts his leg up and sends him through a wall. And he wakes up. He goes, "Wow, King must be really that strong." And he just Saitama just jacking him up the whole time. Like he doesn't understand it's him. It's so great.
That shit is too funny. That's what I'm talking about with that show, bro. That shit is fucking hilarious. So I'm gonna have to watch that shit because I read it, and like Garo was fucking hilarious. So like just seeing that shit animated is just probably so funny. It is so funny.
Yeah, it's amazing. And when I think it's Silver Fox, right?
Silver Fang?
Silver Fang. It might be. Is it Silver Fang or Silver Fox?
I think I feel like Fang. It's Fang.
I feel like it's Fang. Though. I think Silver Fox is what you call like old men who are like attractive.
Yeah.
So whatever. But yeah, he's crazy in that scene. Like, they jump. Like, yeah, it's good. Watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that shit.
Whole sidebar when we're like, we're gonna do a weekly recap, aka we're gonna just talk about how good One Punch Man is.
Yeah, that's One Punch Man, Mob Psycho.
Yeah, Vinland Saga.
Like these shits. Watch these Johns, bro.
Please do.
And then watch these Johns. All right. So next part of the recap is One Piece, right? So chat about it because I'm a couple episodes behind on the anime, but obviously I know what's happening because I've read this shit a year ago.
Man. Like I said, I just
still Oden's backstory. So I assume like shit happened is like Roger disbanded the Roger Pirates. Yeah. Roger gave himself up to the Marines. He got executed for like 15th time in the show. Yeah. Like Roger's execution is like, the Naruto scene with him on the swing.
Yeah.
That Naruto scene, the Roger execution is the equivalent of that. Even though they don't use it as often, like Naruto scene, that seems like every 2 episodes they play that scene in Naruto. Like it's way more in Naruto, but like this is the scene. If One Piece had a scene like that, it's Roger's execution.
Yeah, I picture it as like in Naruto's like board meeting. They're like, "All right, what are we gonna do for next episode?" Well, I don't have anything. I didn't do it this week. Okay, just throw Naruto on the swing again. And then we'll start fresh tomorrow.
Nah, they would just use that shit anytime they have any time to kill time, bro.
Yeah,
you do that shit in there. They finish the episode like, oh damn, we got 3 minutes left to kill us in this episode before we're done. Just throw this fucking swing sheet in there, bro. It'll be fine.
Yeah, and they
just throw him on the swing, bro.
And they used Sasuke with Itachi, like in his family dying. They're like, okay, we got 30 seconds left. What do we do? Put Sasuke's family dying again. It's like, damn. Like,
yeah, bro. Like, shit. They use that shit over and over.
Yeah.
Well, so I assume that was that. Like, it was the execution. Then, like, obviously, like, Oden goes back to Wano. He sees that Kaido and Orochi are doing some fuck shit. Then I assume I think after that, he goes to confront Orochi. But then the barrier, the guy who has Bartolomeo's fruit.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah. So that's just who had it before Bartolomeo, we assume.
Yeah, so that's what so that's the subtleties, right? Because the person who has the body switch, that was Mr. 3's power, right?
Mr. 2, yeah, Mr. 2's true. Bon Clay, yeah. Bon Clay, yep. Mm-hmm.
So like that just raised so many questions for me because like who gets these people?
Why?
Because the knowledge we know is like when the person dies, it goes to the nearest fruit, right?
Yeah.
And the person can eat it. So what happened with those two where those fruits left Wano?
Well, it has to be the nearest fruit. So like if the nearest fruit that like the clone fruit has to be in is on a ship, it's gonna go there. Is it? You know what I'm saying? Like maybe there was no like of that fruit on Wano, or that fruit was on a ship and it traveled somewhere. Like we don't know. Like these shits get moved all the time.
That's what I'm saying. So I want to know. Yeah. I want to know like how that happened. Like I don't want to. I mean, it was what they sent him 20 years into the future, right?
Yeah, 20 years. Yeah.
So I just want to know what transpired to where those two people died, because they look.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. Like they had to have died or something.
You figure out. They tell you how one of them dies. I'm not going to tell you, but in this flashback, you figure out how one of them passes away.
Okay.
But the other one's still a mystery. You just figure he died at some point, and the fruit got sent off, and then Bartolomeo has it now.
Yeah.
And then, or Clay got it now, whatever the case may be.
Yeah. That makes so much sense, because it's like, I saw I'm not gonna lie, I saw both of those fruits. I'm like, yo, stop playing with me. Stop playing. Like, don't do this right now. I'm like, that's not your fruit. Then I was like, oh, wait a minute. This is 20 years in the past. Like, this is before Bartolo was was alive.
He probably wasn't even alive. He probably wasn't even alive at that point, yeah.
Damn. Talking about that, though. The Odin flashback is great. He came back and just was about to off Orochi. Just like, easy.
If this guy wasn't there, Orochi's done. Like, if this guy didn't have the barrier, like, it's not even a contest. He's just finished.
And Odin was so mad. He's like, I can't break through this. Like, he was so tight.
Yeah, bro. That just shows how strong. I mean, we knew how strong Bartolomeo's barrier was, but like, it's another instance of showing how powerful that Devil Fruit actually is from a defensive standpoint. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's like, what do you do to that? Like, how do you stop that?
You knock out Bartolomeo.
But how, you got to get into.
You got to get to him. Exactly. Exactly. Who the fuck knows, bro? Who knows if it's a thing where I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, there might be ways, but I can't say it now because it's a spoiler. So now that I'm thinking about certain powers that got revealed, like in the show, in the manga recently, like maybe there can be ways if you're strong enough to get through that barrier, but like only like 5 niggas in the verse could probably do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Just make them pass out via Conquer.
Yeah, like some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so anyway, we got to the fight. So we're like Odin. So yeah, they disrespect Odin's family and shit. I'm not down with that. This boy is strong. Odin is different. And he rolls up. He's about to pop off on Kaido. And he has a burst of Conqueror's Haki and just sleeps everyone. He's about to jump and he just like jumps and does it not knowing. Crazy. Sleeps everybody around him just to fight Kaido. Crazy. Like,
man, it's sauce, bro. I had to watch that episode. Obviously, I read this fight, so I didn't watch it animated. But I heard they added obviously extra stuff to like the fight and shit. Like they definitely padded it out. So
did he not use Conqueror's Haki to?
Well, we don't know. Like all we see in the manga, I think, during that fight is like they're fighting, and then you see Odin like running in a panel, and then you see the panel where he cut Kaido. You know what I'm saying? So like we don't have him going from A to B, obviously, because it's in the manga. So like we don't have any of those details. So we have them fighting on the battlefield or whatever, you know, doing their thing, and then the next panel we see Odin running, and then we see him Paradise Totsuka, whatever that shit's called.
Yeah. Paradise, yeah.
Yeah. I had to remember if that was the one he used on Kaido.
Yeah, yo, because at first Kaido shot him with the flames.
Oh yeah, Ball breath or whatever.
Did nothing. That's what I'm saying. He shot a whole fireball. I'm sorry. Should I say fireball? Fire beam, fire blast. He said,
"Yeah, fire blast." Yeah.
Fire blast on him.
That's facts, bro. Flamethrower.
Yeah, and just nothing happened to him. Odin sliced through the fire. They're like, "Oh, is this how strong samurais are?" No, that's Odin. Everybody else in the clique, not gonna lie, they're strong too. Like they were eaten, but
yeah,
Odin,
like the scabbards were definitely, but like. Odin's on a different tier, bro.
Yeah.
He's on a different tier.
He's a brother. He's a little brother.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
He's not a son. He's not a son.
So yeah, he rolls up. He's running. So in the anime, what happens is he's running at Kaido, right? And they're like, how are we going to get through my thousands of like soldiers? And they're like, he can't beat us all. And he looks at Kaido. He jumps up with a sword. And as he jumps up, everything turns blue around him. And everyone just passes out.
This thing is goated, bro. He's forever clean, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
He's forever clean.
knocked him out and jumped at Kaido, hit him in the scales. Kaido's like fighting him. Then he did the paradise thing.
Yeah, with the cut him. Yeah,
and then he shrank back to his normal size after that.
Oh, okay.
So that makes me wonder if he did eat the dragon fruit then, because like he kind of went back to being a person. So yeah. I feel like once you get injured and you revert back to a specific thing, that's your original form.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because I think when Chopper gets injured, he goes back to Little Deer Chopper.
Yeah, that probably is facts.
But then maybe you
I ain't gonna spoil shit though.
But maybe that's not right too, because then again, like Chopper was a full deer, like an actual deer.
Oh, he was a full reindeer. That is facts.
Yeah, and then
he was a full ass reindeer.
Yeah. So then, like when he ate the fruit, he became a little person.
Little Chopper, yeah, so like, little person Chopper.
so maybe he was a dragon at first, and then
I'm not gonna spoil. I guarantee you're never gonna guess what his fruit is.
It's probably probably like the cheesecake fruit. he probably doesn't have a fruit.
I'm telling you, bro. He does. He has devil fruit. Oh. But I'm telling you, like it's so crazy that like you could never just guess it, I feel. It's not as simple as like the dragon no me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it's not as simple as that shit.
Damn. That would be awesome if you had like the predator fruit where he had to like kill animals and become them, and you just kill the dragon.
Bro, that's kind of crazy. Nigga said the predator fruit. Nigga said the prey fruit. You just kill your prey and you become them. So nigga killed the dragon and then never killed again. Like fuck it, I'm a dragon now. I'm a dragon now.
That's funny. So yeah, so Odin's really popping off. And then then
the fuckery happens. We knew something had to happen where, because Odin has to lose. Like we know Odin passes, and we know Kaido's still around. So obviously something has to happen.
Mm-hmm. So I honestly just want to get to the good stuff where they start to fight in this battle. I do love the Odin backstory, but it's been a long time, and I'm like, man, I really want to see present day. Because we get it now. Like I'm like, damn, like we already know Odin got smoked by Kaido for not smoked in the terms of he lost because he was bad. It was like he got duped. They're treating him like he's a piece of meat, crazy stuff. Like, they're trying to play my boy Odin, and he shouldn't be played like that. But
I'm not. But Odin's best moment is still yet to come, bro. Okay. This backstory is a long time. Like even in the manga, like this always happens in backstories, but like this is like the longest backstory the manga has ever had. Yeah. But like whenever they go away from Luffy for too long, niggas be like, all right, yo, where's Luffy? Nah, these motherfuckers are, bro.
For real.
Yeah, so like that was happening in the manga too. So I'm not surprised that you thinking like you're like starting to be like, all right, it's kind of long. So like that's everyone. But like the best moment in the flashback is coming soon.
Okay, I'm ready.
It's fucking, bro. When this moment gets animated, it's gonna be fucking incredible. I just can't wait for that shit. That shit really about to go crazy. So yeah, I was like, I'm not surprised that you're saying the Odin 5 is lasting a little too long, because like that's like everyone kind of got that same feeling. Yeah. But like the moment that's coming up is like I think worth it being this long, because this moment is probably one of the craziest feats like in fucking One Piece history, bro. Like the feat that Odin's about to have is honestly it's just ridiculous, bro. It's honestly ridiculous. Yeah.
I mean, if anyone was going to have a feat that's ridiculous, it'd be him.
It's going to be him, of course. The man threw his nurse at like age 1.
He did throw
caught two rabbits at age 2, nigga. Like he's different.
He threw rabbits. I love how they said that.
Yeah, like he caught 2 rabbits at age 2. Like that shit crazy. Nigga had a harem at age 8. Like he's really different.
Yeah,
I'm telling you so. He about to have a crazy feat. I gotta watch that episode.
Yeah,
I have to catch up on these, because last one I watched was the He Laughed episode. That shit brought me so much joy.
Oh,
he went. Oh my god, bro!
Came across.
Man, that shit Like I had that whole sequence. I just had goosebumps that whole sequence, bro.
Yeah,
Like it's crazy because I could just picture like us actually getting there now, like Luffy and the crew actually getting there.
Yeah,
It's
like,
about to be crazy.
They have the whole crew eventually, like after Whole Cake. I mean, not after Whole Cake, after Wano, right? Because Jinbe is gonna meet up with them, and then like
Jinbei's already there.
Is he?
I'm pretty sure Jinbei is already there.
I didn't see him there.
Oh, maybe he's not there for y'all. Yeah. But
damn.
Damn. You know is it a spoiler that he's gonna show up in Wano? Luffy literally said, and I quote, "You don't die or I'll kill you," and show up in Wano. That's what he said. Like, come on, bro. So it's not a spoiler that he's gonna be in Wano. So
well, so eventually they're gonna have the whole crew. They're gonna have a helmsman. Like all the positions are filled now, right? Like,
yes, sir. Yeah, they might add. There's rumors that not rumors, but like there's talks of like adding one more person from Wano, like somebody from Wano going. Like the two main candidates that you know about, there's a character that hasn't been revealed yet that is a candidate for coming on the crew, but the ones right now are obviously Momo and Carrot.
Carrot.
The bunny.
Carrot. Yo,
yeah, Carrot.
I would love to have Carrot. Real rap.
Yeah.
Real
so like that's a thing. That's a thing that people are thinking about also about one of them joining, but I don't know.
It would make sense if Momo, but honestly, it would make sense if Momo joined. Because he's a kid, you know what I'm saying? And
he would be the cat. He would be the cabin boy of the Straw Hat, so that would fill that position.
Yeah.
His father's Odin. His father went to Laftel, so like he would go there also. Like, if it's who knows what'll actually happen because it might be another Vivi situation where like Vivi's a perfect fit, but she stayed to be queen of Alabasta.
Yeah.
Whereas Momo might be a perfect fit, but he stays to be Shogun of Wano. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But I would love if Carrot rolled through because Carrot is savage, bro. When she killed all those ships in the moonlight.
When she went Sulong, bro, that shit different.
Dancing in
that
the
shit,
moonlight.
That shit different.
She went crazy hard, bro. Like, so yeah. And then that would give Chopper a little friend to kick it with, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's just funny.
Oh, man. So yeah, I don't know. Was man Tony Chopper crazy? But yeah, that'd be crew getting one more person would be on point. Seriously, on point.
Yeah. We don't know if it's true because Luffy says in the beginning of the show he wants like 10 crewmates.
Did he?
And that's what we have right now. Yeah. In the beginning when he sets off, he says he wants at least 10, or I think he says at least 10, so there maybe is more. Yeah. He says at least 10, and he says definitely a musician. So yeah. that foreshadows Brook. But he says that in the very beginning. Brook, yeah, like this nigga's too funny.
The most important crewmate. Luffy's been talking about getting a musician before a swordsman or anything. He's like,
exactly. Before even a cook, he's like, I want a musician, bro. Like, nigga, you need to eat, nigga.
That's so funny.
Like, what?
Oh, dude, I'm so dead on that. That's too real.
Yeah, it's just funny.
All right.
Yeah, One Piece is sauce, obviously. So watch that shit. If you haven't already, just fucking watch One Piece, bro. If you haven't already. Like,
we'll keep advocating for One Piece.
Like, come on.
Until the day we die.
And it's looking extra gorgeous right now, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Extra gorgeous. Like, it's been getting better because I even thought in Whole Cake it looked pretty good.
Yeah.
But like Wano is a next tier above, bro. Like, it looks gorgeous right now.
I definitely agree with that statement. Like, the animation is becoming top notch for sure.
It's big facts. Toei really doing the thing.
Real rap. So main meat, which is gonna be like
the bro. Part. Yeah, bro. I mean, it's My Hero, so we know how everyone. If y'all heard already, my total indifference to this show.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of I wanted to be too on it because the main meat is where me and the boy Sam speak on the main topic of the show, but really this topic is pretty subpar in terms of
compared to the other ones. Compared to the other ones.
Well, it's tough because like to me, My Hero had like so much buzz when it came out. It was hot.
Yeah.
But
it was hot because it was new.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what it is about this season, but it's not holding up for me. Like it's a little like slow pace, drawn out, and even though
I mean, yeah, because like only thing that's happening right now is like the class fight, like.
And to me, it's
when there's other stuff going on, like villains and shit. Like, do you really care about this class fight? Like, I guess it's cool to see them fight and do new powers and stuff. Like, yeah, that's cool, but like, there's like a villain organization that's still out there plotting and shit. Like,
yeah,
do I really care about these kids fighting? Not really.
So yeah, like, you haven't watched any of the episodes, right?
Bro, I didn't even finish season 4.
Comedy.
I know everything about this. I know because I've read it.
Yeah.
Like I tried to get back into it because Rob, he always tells me that this shit is good. Like he reads the manga weekly. He's like, yo, this shit's popping. I'm like, really? Yeah. I'm like, all right, so I'll try and pick it up again. And I tried. Then something happened that's going to happen in this season. And I fucking dropped it. It might have even happened or started happening already. But like, I don't know because I haven't watched it.
Well, yeah, well, I just, so the thing that's killing me is that I guess they're moving away from like the quirk powers and adding like people's using like tools to like make them stronger.
Okay.
So like the one guy can adjust his vocal cords now with a mask.
Oh yeah. Shinso, yeah.
Which is pretty lit, and like it's a way to like explore your powers and stuff.
Yeah,
and it's just making me like, like I would just rather them just like do what like Luffy does, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, but like it's a lot of them are using like tools. Even Deku has like a bunch of like tools on his suit already. Like he has the steel toe shits to help his kicks go stronger. Like he has the brace on his arm, so there's always a bunch of shit. Like Kaminari has that like disc thing on his hand like to help his power, so like they all get these like items to help their powers, so like I don't think that's a big of a deal.
I guess it adds a little bit of like variation and usability with the people who
and it also adds like another,
you know what I mean,
and it adds like another layer of people like in the school. Like so there's not just like heroes like Deku and shit. There's like motherfuckers who like build stuff for heroes, and they're like their job is to just invent things. So like it just adds another layer to the world, which is cool, I guess.
Yeah, I guess I appreciate that in a sense. But it's the fight with the students. I will have to say this. It is kind of neat to see like Class B versus Class A.
Yeah.
And like,
because we didn't see Class B ever.
Yeah.
It's cool to see Class B do stuff because we never see them do shit.
Yeah, and they like try to down, like you see their quirks and you're like, how is the vine quirk bad? Like, how is this bad?
Can't be.
And it's like the person makes it like not to his best ability. Like I guess that's kind of where you don't like Deku, is because they put the person's character into their quirk. So it's not just like, oh, you have the quake fruit, like you're gonna be busted. It's like, yeah, you have the vine quirk, which is strong, but your personality traits and the way you like interact make it better or worse. You know what I mean? Because
I feel like that's any power though, because that's the same thing with One Piece also. Like there's certain niggas who have like shit, like quote unquote shit fruits in One Piece, but like because of their mentality, the shit's fucking broken. Example, Doflamingo. Like
but that's like not shitty. Like
the string, bro, on paper, the string fruit, to be able to just create strings. That's what the fruit is.
Yeah. Like
the fruit is not to be able to control niggas, not to make clone, not to fly on. No. Like that stuff Dofi came up with. The fruit is literally you make strings.
Like the control part is bust. Like you really come up with that, or did someone just not know you could do that? It's just like
I don't know, bro.
But, I don't know. It's so funny. You're right. But I mean, even then though, but when there's a strong fruit, it's strong regardless.
Yeah,
like,
that's facts.
People don't get strong fruits and then make them shitty. Like,
yeah, that's facts. Like, well, there is a case for that. There is a case. Mr. 5 from Baroque Works has a pretty strong fruit, but he's trash.
What's the 5? What's
he has the bomb fruit where anything on his body can become into a bomb. So like, and he had the booger shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
so
don't
like
know.
that fruit's pretty good, bro. That fruit's not. It's not on paper. It's stronger than he made it. That's a fact.
Yeah, I don't know. He was.
That's a fact,
bro. When he hit that guy in the head with the guillotine and he blew him up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, he's not. The bomb fruit could definitely has more potential than he was using it for. That's a fact.
All right, so maybe
it's not prevalent. That's probably the only figure out, to be honest. That's probably the only answer for that question.
Sam pulled us out of the hat. He goes,
yeah, bro, come on. My One Piece knowledge is just too strong, bro. It's too vast, bro.
Fire, yeah. He did have
his fruit. On paper, his fruit's saucy, but like he just shot bookers at you. Like it's trash. Like,
maybe
he's trash.
They did him.
He's trash. He is trash, bro.
Yeah, you never see like Crocodile like with the sand fruit. Like he was
exactly.
He was eating
exactly. Come on, bro.
Because like I was
like Daz Bones with the sword, like the blade fruit or whatever he is. Like that shit is fucking busted. Come on, bro. Like, the man is a sword. Like, he is a sword. Like, he doesn't use one. He is a sword. Like, bro.
Damn. But yeah, the quirks that they had, like for example, the girl with the big hands, like that could.
I like her though, Kendo. I like her a lot.
I love.
She's one of my favorite side characters. I fucking love her.
Right, like she's amazing, and I loved how they use how she's like intelligent, but then they use the person who can like fade into darkness. And all these people have quirks that aren't good, but some people have quirks that are like really strong. Like the guy who's like a beast. They're like, you're a bee character. It's like, why is he a bee?
Yeah.
And they like throw his like personality trait. They're like, oh, he loses control of his person, so it's like hard to like, oh, like I get it. Cool. So it's nice to see the differences between what makes a class B, because then I think of who's the girl who's fighting who she just fought, like she can make things out of her body.
Oh, Momo?
Momo. Is it Momo?
I think so, yeah.
Momo. Like
Momo, yeah. I think that's yeah. I don't know Momo Shiki. I don't think that's that. Her first name is like Yarozu or something like that. That's her first name. And then it's like Momo, I think.
So the creation woman, she like her quirk on paper seems like pretty okay, but it doesn't seem that strong, right? Like compared to some of these other people.
It's not as strong. It's not. It's the reason it's weaker. Like the reason it seems strong is because of her.
Yeah.
Like the quirk itself is not that strong, but like you have to have the knowledge to back up this quirk. Because you have to know the chemical makeup of everything you're trying to make in your fucking body. Yeah. So you have to know, to make sheets, I have to use like cotton, or you have to know these things.
Yeah. To
make a cannon, you have to know, like, all right, I have to use metal gunpowder. Like, so that's why the quirk is strong only because of her.
Yeah.
Like, if you give that quirk to someone like Kaminari or Bakugo, they're not doing dick with that quirk because they're dumb.
Exactly.
And that's especially Kaminari. Maybe Bakugo might, he might learn, like, all right, I'm gonna learn how to make explosions. Guns. like he'll probably use that, but then like he's like, I'm not gonna make a rope. I don't give a fuck about that shit.
Fact.
Whereas like Momo knows how to make literally anything she wants to think of. She knows how to make it. Like in any situation, like she made flashbang grenades. Like she made little like dolls. Like she can make like anything.
Yeah, and I really liked how. So even though we're saying we're gonna shit on My Hero, but like not really. I did like.
I only shit on Deku. I never shit on the show entire. I only shit on the main character.
And and that's why I like this season. I mean, it was a little It was a little like. I guess it didn't move as much as I would like it, but then again, getting to see the differences between Class B and Class A, and how, like we were just talking, like Momo's only good because she's so smart, because she made her quirk her own. And when you get to see her in the fight, you understand, like, okay, like even though Class B, the woman she's fighting with the big hands, I forgot her name, I
think it's like Kendo.
Kendo, yeah, she's like, she gives her respects to Momo. She's like, yo, she tied me to this cannon before she passed out, because she thought ahead. And I'm like, damn, bro.
Yeah.
So she's really thinking, and she just slumped with the cannon and whatever, and the ropes around her. She's like, it's hard for me to move with a heavy ass cannon, bro.
Yeah, facts.
And I'm just like, yeah, man, like this is so nuts. You just get to, and I can't wait until you see like the other Class B teams.
Yeah.
Like fight each other. And the one girl who has the mushrooms, she put the shit in the guy's windpipe.
Yeah, that was crazy.
OD, bro.
That was crazy. I forgot all about that shit. Yo! She almost killed this nigga.
Yeah,
she almost killed him.
He said I had to do it, bro. Yo, talk about Black Air Force One activity.
Like, what? Like, bro, she said, oh, I had to just kill this nigga real quick. Like, what? Like, bitch, you in high school. You a freshman. Like, what the fuck you mean?
They're like, you use that? And she's like, I had to. Yo, come on.
Like, you had to. Like, nigga.
Man was choking at that.
That shit was different. Put that shit straight in his fucking trachea, bro. Straight in nigga's trachea, nigga.
I've been creating mushrooms. You think I was playing? I like it. Yo,
that shit is wild.
That was nuts. But yeah, like the build up, the release, like the addition, the evolution of all the powers and the quirks and how to make them better. Like it's just. I think once we get to some of the like higher ranked people, I can't, like Bakugo, Todoroki. I can't wait to see how they
yeah, I can't remember if I saw them fight because after Deku's fight, I stopped reading the manga.
Really?
Yeah.
Did he talk no jutsu?
No, it's not like I can't say it. It's like it's not even I don't even think it's particularly a Deku thing. I've said it before. Like this particular thing, all my other gripes are Deku focused. You know what I'm saying? This gripe is not really Deku focused. It just happens to Deku. It's a story thing. Oh. But it happens to Deku because he's the main character. You know what I'm saying? So like it's not a Deku thing per se. It's a story thing that I'm just like, I don't really like it. So I just stopped reading.
Okay. Is a conspiracy theory thing happen where it's like the doctor took Deku's power and because he got reversed? Oh, so you didn't see the conspiracy theory on the My Hero thing?
No.
Oh, so a big conspiracy theory was or a big theory, like a fan theory was that All For One was working with a doctor, and the doctor who was talking to, like, who would examine kids to see if they had a quirk.
Okay.
He would find children who had really powerful quirks, and then give them to them and steal them.
Okay.
And then give them to All For One.
Okay.
So, like, Deku really had a super powerful quirk.
Okay.
But the doctor took it, and he's like, "Oh, your kid didn't have this bone or whatever." And no one else, a person, you wouldn't be able to know that,
right?
But like to him, he just shows the picture to the people who he didn't want them to know they had a quirk. So when the little girl who reverses people back, back to when he had a quirk. So he got his quirk back, and like people are saying like he has an All For One, plus he has like fucking dimension quirks. So like now he just like does alter, like, you know, not like alter reality shit, but like he just has something on like Todoroki level, like Bakuro level.
Yeah.
Plus extra.
I never heard of that shit, bro.
Yeah, that was like a fan theory. Like
I've never heard that. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. So like pretty much what they were saying was a doctor has been just stealing kids' quirks left and right.
Yeah.
And that's just
crazy.
Got his original quirk back.
Damn. I don't think it's that. That's fucking crazy.
That's cool, right? Wouldn't that be sick? Like one day, like he just pulled out
that's
lightning.
Wild. But like, I wouldn't. I guess if it happened in that instance, I wouldn't care. But like, I don't know. I have to think about it.
Dude,
I don't want to spoil. I don't want to spoil what I didn't like. Okay. Because I ain't gonna hold you. That's dangerously close.
That's
dangerously close to like things that happen.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not the doctor thing.
Oh, okay.
But like that's dangerously close to certain things that happen. It's like the same kind of vibe.
All right.
So like that's why I gotta think like would I like it in a certain instance or do I just hate it altogether?
I just hate the whole thing. Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. That shit is that theory is wild, bro. People make some crazy theories, bro.
But it just makes sense, though. It would make sense because she
That
reversed
shit
people
is
back to their
crazy.
original form. So, like,
Yeah.
like if he was originally a strong quirk boy, and now he's
Nigga got gravity quirk, got a gravity quirk plus all my.
I would assume if he got a quirk that was his, it'd be like lightning. It'd be like some like crazy shit like that.
Like some kind of Kaminari shit. Nah, you can't be lightning because Kaminari already is lightning.
Yeah,
he's electricity. He's electricity, I guess.
I'm talking like Raiden shit.
Like Luck from Black Clover shit.
Yeah, like Enro from.
Yeah.
Boom, like lightning strike.
Oh my god.
There's fire. We got fire. We got ice.
I guess that is true. Yeah.
We got electricity, but is lightning the same as electricity? Like
probably. I don't think so because I think Kaminari's thing is like it's like a battery.
Yeah.
It's not like he's not like a lightning person or something.
Okay, give Deku the quake fruit. He create tremors, bro.
Don't give him anything else, bro.
No. He don't
need anything else. Like the fuck?
When the Detroit smash and is like blowing up, like making an earthquake.
Like, bro, like this man does not need anything else, bro. Yeah, like this man gets all the help in the fucking world, bro. Ugh, don't get me started on this fucking character, bro.
I'm just hoping
it's all the fucking help in the world.
He does. He really does. So I'm digging this season so far. Like I said, I'm a little underwhelmed on it. Like not saying it's bad. It's just like I would like them to amp up the volume a little bit more, make the fights a little bit more entertaining, and make it so I get a little bit more storyline because they're just doing stuff with the throwback with like the lineage of the All for Ones and stuff, and you got to see the first guy.
Okay. Oh, okay. So they did start showing that shit. Yeah. So okay, so they did. So that plays into what I don't like.
Okay.
That I didn't know they showed that yet. Yeah. So that whole thing plays a part into what I'm not a fan of.
Okay. So you're not a fan of like there being multiple successors. And, like,
no, I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
That him being able, because it's like that reminds me of like you were watching Avatar last. The same thing, like how he could watch, like he was like talking to Avatar Roku and shit. Like I like that. Something else comes out of that I do not like.
Oh, I kind of want to see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you off because I really don't care.
You want me to spoil it? All right, I'll spoil it for you after then.
Yeah. Like now I'm just
So I didn't know they showed that already, but like that plays a part into what happened.
Okay, makes sense. All right, so all that stuff is happening. He's like talking to this like the first successor of the All for One, and what's going on. And I'm like, this is getting all right. Like there's a nice little subplot, and I don't know if that's the main plot or the subplot. Like which one? I like don't know. It's like it's like a class B, class A working together. Is that a subplot or is the main plot, or is it the spy of Hawks? Like what is the plot? So I think that's why I said I feel underwhelmed, or like because it's just too chaotic. Like there's too many plots going on at once. Like whereas before it was just like there's the League of Villains, we got to stop the League of Villains. Class A's learning how to be heroes, and I'm like okay, I can follow it. Now it's like there's like Hawks is a spy, the League of Villains is still there. Class A versus Class B. Deku's talking to his successors, like the successors trying to give him information, like about the All for One. He can't see people. Like what's the plot? Like too many plot lines. Either pick one, like make this season all. I feel like that's when anime starts to fall off. Is like when it's not just like we're gonna explore the lineage of the All for One. And we're gonna have the subplot of Class B versus Class A and the students learning. Or it's now they're like, all right, you got to follow Hawks being a spy. You got to follow what Deku's doing. It's like there's too much shit going on. Like I don't want to. Like,
that shit's funny.
So that's my main feeling on it. That's what I was pretty much going for. Is like,
word, that's tight.
That's my feel. So I know you probably dislike. You said there's something going on that you dislike, and that's pretty much it.
Well, like I when I was reading it, like I didn't really dislike any of that happened before that. Like this fight is cool. Like like I don't say I don't care, but I would much rather be spending time doing something else. You know what I'm saying? Than watching them fight. But like it's still cool seeing them use their new moves or whatever the case may be. Like I said, but like that's cool. But then like that's pretty much it. Because once that shit happens, I'm just like, ooh. And like again, like I don't know. It could be a thing where like it's not as bad as I think, and like something. If I kept reading, it'll get better. But
just not.
I don't know. Yeah, and like there's like, and I can't. There's certain things in One Piece that happens that might happen to the same. It might be the same way people react. Like Big Mom getting amnesia in the beginning of Wano. Like somebody might be that and be like, I don't like that shit and stop reading. Like that's just how it is. But then if you read on, you realize that it's not that bad. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So like it could be something like that.
I kind of also sidebar. I kind of like that she got amnesia because for like a split second, you got to like enjoy Big Mom for not being like a savage. She was like a sweet human.
You see how she actually fucking is.
Yeah, you like got to see her like kind of nature.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait a minute, this chick is a savage. Like, stop playing.
That's just funny.
Oh, that's the sidebar for me. So yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, so it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, well, once it gets to the, I want to tell Deanna about the shit off air, but like once it gets to the actual show and they show it, we'll chat about it more. Because I'm gonna actually watch that episode to see how I feel about it, like in the moment. I gotta rewatch it again because, like, obviously, me remember reading it, I didn't like it, but like maybe if I watch it and I see it a second time, I'm like, maybe it's not too bad. So we'll see.
We might get Sam back on the My Hero wave.
I don't know if I'll be on the wave. Maybe I'll start watching it again. I won't be serving the wave though. I won't be serving that. I'm on the Mob Psycho wave right now. That's the wave I want. That's the wave I want right now.
I might join that.
That's facts.
So is this the end? Is this the part where
I ain't got nothing else to say.
I got nothing else either. So you guys know what it is. This is the time at the end of the show where we drop all of our lovely handles. Thank you for getting to this point. And we always like to leave business at the end so you guys get all the juicy content first. So
yes, sir.
To kick things off, if you want to give us a follow on all our social media, it's at Dosyonkos on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Remember, use the hashtag Dosyonkos if you want to see any of if you want us to see any of your posts. Remember to join the Discord if you want to get talking about some anime, drop some stuff. You know, me and Sam be in there spitting all the facts. It's usually popping. The anime Discord section is always popping right now.
That's big facts, yeah.
This section. If you are looking for any of that Dosyonkos apparel, remember to go to www.activegamerfitness.com/shop. We have hoodies, mugs, t-shirts, crew necks, tank tops, all types of things. If you're looking for any business inquiries, get a hold of us at dosyonkos@gmail.com. And lastly, if you are trying to become a patron, go to patreon.com. Wait, is it? I always fuck this up. Patreon.com/Dosyonkos. One day I'm gonna get it again. Like I got it good once, and then after that I fuck it up every time. So Patreon.com/Dosyonkos. For $1 you can become a crewmate, and we will change your name in our Discord and shout you out on stream or shout you out on a podcast. And for $5 you can become a captain, where we will take your questions from the Discord in the special server, the Captain's Convo. And during our Captain's Convo, that's aired live on Twitch, we will answer your questions. So, you know, just a way to give back to your boys if you feel like you want to. If not,
yes, sir.
Our content's always free, and we're going to talk about the shit anyway. So,
yeah, that's facts. That's big facts.
That's big facts. I don't think I left anything out. other than stay safe and healthy and eat food, right?
Yeah, stay safe out in these streets.
All right, peace.
Peace.